ladies. It's Keri here, and I'm excited to be with you for another episode of Style Your Dreams. And today I want to talk to you about life being more than just getting by. And I'll tell you what sparked this conversation for me. I was reading a major publication the other day. I won't mention any names, and from a very reputable source. And I was reading this publication about style. And I have to tell you, I was mortified. So let me tell you what it was about. The gist of it is that because we're all busy and we're all rushed, we don't need to spend time focusing on how we look. Instead, we need to figure out how to just get out of the house as fast as possible in the morning without focusing on anything much. So essentially, they were saying from the time you wake up, 10 minutes later, you can be out the door. And here are the tips on how to do that. And they were saying things like have 5 button-down shirts ready to go in your closet and put on mascara. And I was a little appalled by this article, I have to tell you, because for me, life is way more than just about getting by in life. Like, yes, could you take their tips and get out of the house in 10 minutes? Of course you could, if that's your goal. And I realize that for some people, that is their goal. And if that is you, great, this probably just isn't the podcast for you. My commitment in life is way more than just getting by. It's about having an extraordinary, exquisite life where I'm getting better every single day. And I'm becoming a better person every day. I'm becoming better in every different area of my life. And one thing that I'm really passionate about, especially as women, is taking time to give yourself exactly what you need to be the best version of you. So rather than focusing on giving yourself 10 minutes, like how can I get out the door in 10 minutes? I would rather you wake up 10 minutes earlier and spend those few minutes really designing who you want to portray yourself to the world as. I think that could be one of the most important things you could do but only if you're up to something in life, only if you have goals in life, only if you want to be more successful, you want to achieve more, you want to be amazing in life. That's when this conversation is really valuable. So I would invite you to design who you are, your first impression, your personal brand. Who are you? And start your day off representing that. And you're worth the extra 10 minutes, the extra 20 minutes that takes. And so for me, it's about self-worth. Give yourself what you need to feel the best you can feel. Because sometimes life can be hard and we don't always feel our best. So this is an opportunity for you to start your day off feeling your best, putting your best foot forward. Because when you start your day off really filled up and feeling amazing about yourself, nothing can knock you down. But if you don't, then anything can shake your foundation. Now, I will give you a caveat. I know this woman who has so much inner confidence. Amazing. We all know those people, right? Like you can't shake her no matter what. And she could care less whether she has a bra on, if she has a tank top, if it has stains, if she wears the same shirt every day. And she can pull it off because her inner confidence is so, I don't know, ironclad, like you can't mess with it, that she doesn't care. But that's like 0.5% of the population. I don't even think that much. I think that was being generous. For most of us, it helps to give ourselves an extra boost in the morning. And that could be, and depending on how you wake up, that could be a myriad of things, right? So it could be that you spend more time in the morning meditating or exercising to make yourself feel good on the inside. And then make sure that the outfit you pick out fits your first impression or your brand and fills you up. so that when you look in the mirror, because you do look in the mirror throughout the day, you know you look great that day. And it was with intention. Isn't it interesting that we have intention with most things in our lives, but we don't with how we look? Most people don't actually step back and consider how they look. They just get dressed. And if it's clean, then that's great. But if you can have intention, you can take your life to the next level. So if you go into your closet and you find an outfit that really empowers you and lights you up and makes you feel like $1,000,000, and when you look in the mirror, you're like, oh, I'm totally going to nail it this day, then life's different that day. So I invite you. So maybe it's an outfit, maybe it's your makeup, but I invite you to spend a few extra minutes and prepare for it. And maybe it's putting on a great lipstick that always makes you feel beautiful, or mascara, or just take that extra couple minutes and see what you can do to present yourself to the world in the way in which you want to, in an extraordinary way. And I invite you to even go a step further, which is making sure you're always presenting yourself in that exquisite way. So for me, life isn't about getting by. It's about, how do I become the best version of me every day? And I really do try to do this. And I try to do this by listening to podcasts. I try to think about, how can I be the best version of myself in my health? How can I be the best version of myself in my marriage? How can I be the best version of myself as a mom, as a business owner, every different area and aspect of life? Because that, for me, represents the key to having an extraordinary life. Like, I'm not on this planet to just get by, to rush out the door in the morning. I'm on this planet to make a difference and empower people and love myself and love others. And you know what? Sometimes I fail. So sometimes on my journey to become the best version of myself, I fail. But I learn from it and I grow from it, and I don't make the same mistake again. And I try harder the next day. So my invitation is really to look at life. Take a step back. Are you trying to just get by and rush out the door as quickly as you can and not really care? Or are you trying to feel beautiful and love yourself and represent yourself in a way in which others get the fullest expression of who you are? See, when your first impression doesn't match the way you look, you have to work so much harder in life. You really do. But when your first impression is in complete alignment with who you are on the inside, then life is so much easier. People just get who you are. People are attracted to you. You'll notice doors opening that in the past wouldn't have. You'll notice, meeting people you would have never met. It's magical what happens. I guess you could also call this complete alignment. So you're essentially aligning who you are on the inside with who you are on the outside. And then I think, if we're talking about alignment, is it in alignment with who you are on the inside to not care about how you look and just rush out the door? I don't think so. I think for most people, it's not. That's just one more way of just getting by in life, like taking a shortcut. How do you, because it's not even about looking your best in 10 minutes. That's a whole different conversation that we could have. How do you look your best in 10 minutes? But the context was more like, hey, you've got to get dressed in order to go to work. So here are 3 tips to get you out the door fast, which is never going to boost your confidence level, your self-esteem level, but it will have you get by. So I hope this little talk was valuable to you. And I really want to empower you to look in the mirror every morning before you leave the house. I mean, I want you to look in the mirror all day long and think this, but definitely before you leave the house in the morning and think, I love myself. I look amazing today. My image is spot on because those days you're unstoppable. So I want to encourage you to have that kind of day. So starting tomorrow morning, I invite you to think about that and share with me, how was that? So if you like this episode, subscribe to us and give us a 5-star review, and we'll have more for you next week. Until then, have an amazing week where you look in the mirror and love yourself, and I want to hear your results. Have a great day. Bye.